Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ashraf Ismail. My metric number is 1212328. For the introduction, system analysis and design has six phase problem solving approach for assessing and enhancing an information system. The six phase problem is system preliminary, system analysis, system design, system development, system implementation, and system maintenance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Mukhlis bin Mohsin. My metric number is 1212336. Let's go to the first phase in the system analysis and design, which is the system preliminary or the preliminary investigation. This is the process where organization's problem or needs are identified and summarized in a short report. There are three steps which are defining the problem, suggesting alternative system, and also preparing a short report. The first task defining the problem may examining whatever information system is in use, determining what information is needed by whom, when, and why, accomplished by interviewing and making observations. For example, suppose a service agency account executive, copywriter, graphic artist currently got the time spent on different tasks or jobs on their desk calendars. As an end user, you might experience difficulties with the system yourself. You are in someone else's office and a telephone call comes in for you from a client. Your calendar is back in your own office. You have two choices. You can always carry your calendar with you, or you can remember to note the time you spent on various tasks when you return to your office. The administrative assistant reporting to the account executive is continually after you and everyone else to provide photocopies of your calendar. This is so that various clients can be billed for the work done on various jobs. Surely you think there must be a better way to handle time and piling. The next step is suggesting alternative system, which is to suggest some possible plans as alternative to overcome such difficulties or problems. For instance, if the problem is regarding collecting information for every employee's calendar, some of the possible alternatives to collect the information easier is to hire more administrative assistants to collect the information, or the company can use an existing system which can automatically synchronize information from employee's computer. And the last task is preparing a short report, which is require the system analyst or an end user to write a report summarizing the result of the preliminary investigation and suggesting alternative system, and later will be presented to higher management along with recommendation whether to continue the project. The management then will decide whether to finance the second phase, which is the system analysis. That's all from me. Let's move on to the system analysis. Thank you.
For the second part of the phase problem is system analysis. System analysis is the second phase problem solving procedure for examining and improving an information system. In system analysis, there are three ways for analysis and document data, such as gathering data, analysis data, and documenting system analysis.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Raji Ilyas bin Najib Zahab and my metric number is 1212329. So I will continue with the system design. System design is one of the most important parts in system analysis and design. Generally, system design itself consists of three tasks to make it perfect as apart from system analysis and design, which are: the first one is designing alternative systems, the second one is selecting the best system, and the last one is the writing systems design report. So, selecting the best system, there must be four things every manager need to be observed. The first one is the system compatible with the company's overall information system? And the next one is, will the system be adaptable enough to allow for future changes? And then the third one is it possible to make it safe against unauthorized access? And the last one is, are the advantages worth the price? So that is basically all about the system design. So I think that's all from me, and there will be continued by other members. So thank you.
Now we move on to the next phase, which is system development, which is the fourth phase. In the system analysis and design are the process of developing information technology system, which is the ITS, that effectively use hardware, software, data processes, and people to support the company business. while system development is the process of defining, designing, testing, and implementing a new software application or program. Now, the whole purpose of system development is the enhancement of the productivity of the organization and the group. System development, there are 3 steps in the system development, which is acquiring safe software, acquiring hardware, and testing the new system. What in relation to the composite Sharia, system development is the guidance that guide how system development to obtain the system software and hardware through Sharia in order not to out of Sharia and the law. It must have the principle and objective of Sharia to obtain the software and the hardware. That's all from me. Thank you.
Now we move on to the system implementation. System implementation refers to the steps taken to finish the design, if needed, in the authorized system's design document, as well as test, install, and start using the new or upgraded information system. And it is the 5th main step in the development of system analysis and design. After several training phase has been completed and the users are well informed regarding the computerized systems, the work will change from manual to computerized working, and this process is called changeover, or is known as conversion. So there are several types of conversion. The first one is called direct approach, and it's the riskiest out of all conversion types, and it is the complete replacement of the old system. The next types of conversion is called the parallel run, which provides the most control. In this approach, both the old and new systems operate together for a time, and it runs the manual and computerized systems both simultaneously for a certain period of time. The third type of conversion is called the pilot. This type of system is one of the techniques for deploying the system. However, there is another type called phase implementation, and both terms are used interchangeably. In the pilot run, the new system is run by one section of the organization, then another. Compared to other type of conversion, pilot is much less expensive and risky than parallel run. For phase implementation, the new systems are deployed piece by piece or little at a time.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Yusuf bin Taufik. My matrix number is 12122327. So I will continue to the system maintenance. The final step in the system life cycle is system maintenance, which happens after implementation. This is a highly crucial and ongoing phase. Most businesses devote more time and resources to this phase than to any other. The system audit and a periodic evaluation are 2 components of maintenance. The performance of the system is compared to the original design parameters during the system audit. This will be used to see if the new procedures are genuinely increasing production. If they are not, some reworking may be required. If necessary, the new information system is further updated after the system audit. All systems should be examined on a regular basis to see if they are reaching their objectives and providing the service that they are supposed to. Is it required to track each state of the system life cycle? It may be desirable, but there is frequently insufficient time to do it. Hardware, for example, may change so quickly that there is no time for the evaluation, design, and testing mentioned above. Prototyping and fast application development are 2 alternatives that take some substantially less time. Building a model or prototype that can be adjusted before the actual system is installed is known as prototyping. For example, an advantage advertising systems analyst might create a proposed or prototype menu as a viable screen display for the time and building system. Users would test it out and provide the system analysis comments. The prototype will be revised by the system analyst until the user's valid which was ready to implement. Prototyping takes less to build, yet it can be more difficult to manage the project and keep expense under control. So thank you, that's all from us.